Welcome back to the Throttle channel, everyone. We've got a special episode with our 2018 Audi S4 sweepstakes car planned for you guys today. And this is a car that you're gonna be able to win by getting entered on the Throttle website. Not only are you gonna win our 2018 Audi S4, you're also gonna win $20,000 cash to do with whatever you want. If you wanna add more mods, you wanna do some home improvement, whatever it is, that's up to you. But you're gonna get the car plus 20 grand cash, which is pretty exciting. And I also need to tell you that between now and Tuesday, you're gonna get 2 times entries. So every dollar you spend on throtl.com, it's gonna be 2 times entries to win this awesome car when it's done.
Nice.
So Will, I see a lot of parts here on the floor. Why don't we start up?
That makes it taller than me. This mountain is taller than I am. That's how much we have to put together.
Wow. Will's height aside, we're gonna start at the front. We've got a lot of really cool parts and we're gonna go over those with you guys and show you what we have planned for this Audi project.
All right, let's start here at the front end where all of our awesome carbon fiber is. We reached out to ECS Tuning and had them send out a few things. We started off with a front lip, a rear diffuser, an awesome higher kick than stock rear wing, some fog light grille bezels, as well as what Mickey's got in his hand. You guys may have noticed in our PPF episode that we left the mirror caps glossy, and that's because we already had this planned out. We had some carbon fiber being sent to us from ECS. What do you think of that? Glossy, and that's because we already had this planned out. We had some carbon fiber being sent to us from ECS. What do you think of that thing?
Yeah, these look really nice. What I love when we get these, because there's different ways to make these. A lot of people just make a replacement. Looks like ECS actually used a factory cap and overlaid it with carbon fiber, which is really cool. However, it is only cosmetic, but for a street car, cosmetic is okay. Carbon fiber comes in many different varieties. You've got full race stuff that isn't pretty, but it's light and it's strong.
Purpose, right? Like,
this is opposite of that. This is pretty and glossy, and every piece of weave is where it's supposed to be. You don't have any seams, you don't have any stretching, no weird stuff going on, and that's across all of this. So ECS Tuning gets it. They obviously know how to produce a really nice looking product. This is really gonna spruce up the satin finish on this car quite a bit with the gloss carbon, so that's exciting. Lots of carbon fiber, that's good, but I also see something that's not carbon fiber and also looks really good.
Yeah, I can't imagine trying to make this thing out of carbon fiber. That would be a nightmare to make and even a nightmare to inspect once it showed out to make sure it looked good. We went with a nice glossy piano black front grille. This is an RS style and it is gonna house, right now they're chrome, but we're gonna delete all of our chrome. We're gonna switch to even more glossy black. Really aggressive and subtle looking, really, really nice. Not only do we have this chrome delete, but we also have some new S4 badges as well. Glossy black, kind of complement the carbon fiber that we have.
Yep.
And of course the awesome PPF satin finish.
So that'll tie it all together essentially. Black and carbon and satin silver? Satin gunmetal?
It was like a gunmetal gray, but it's metallic.
I think it all plays really nice together, and with the little red S4 touches, I think it's really good.
Right. Yeah, red is kind of the accent color on this. We got the red brake calipers, the red interior, and of course the S4 badge has the red notch on it. So. And
over here, I see kind of some more performance oriented stuff, and you know, I can't help but notice these beautiful things.
They are bright. I really like the way that this is finished.
Yeah, so clearly those are the fronts, those are the big boys, these are the rears. So these are a 2-piece floating rotor design from 034 Motorsport, and essentially these are an upgrade over the OEM rotor that's essentially just a basic flat rotor. We've got some J-hook cooling here, bigger vanes inside as well, so that we're gonna get additional cooling across the rotor itself, and it will utilize the factory caliper, which are already very buff from the factory. So this is a welcome upgrade, and this is gonna really help bring this thing to a halt, you know, when we're out having some fun with it. Factory brakes are adequate, but this is definitely a big upgrade, so.
Yeah, this thing gets up and goes, so of course you want better stopping power. I think we're gonna complement with some EBC brake pads over there as well. So already really buff brake caliper.
Yep.
Already the right color.
Yep.
So really all we have to do is the rotors and pads.
So these are red stuff ceramic pads. These should help keep the brake dust to a minimum. We're not gonna have to deal with the squealing that you get associated with like a racing brake system or anything like that. Super streetable setup, but not only is it gonna perform, it looks amazing as well.
It's looking really good.
And now down here on the floor, I see some chassis stuff.
Looks like we have a transmission mount.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's really
solid or?
Stout, yeah, it's solid. Solid
Okay.
transmission mount. That's gonna help with harder shifts, crisper shifts, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
should. These look like chassis braces. I don't know if these are replacing an OEM brace or if they're standalone, but we'll find out once we get into the car. One thing I will say is they're very nice. I mean, I don't know if you noticed this.
got a
This
little
twist
twist to
in
it,
it is
huh? Yeah.
really cool to fit under the car somewhere. I guess once we get this thing in
Yeah.
the air, we'll figure out where they
Get
go.
this up on the lift, right?
And then we have end links here.
So we do have more 034 stuff showing up. These are end links for some sway bars that are inbound. They had a little bit longer to travel, so these showed up with some of the other stuff that we have here.
So this thing's gonna have full chassis, basically upgrades as far as the bolt-ons go.
Yep.
It should handle and brake very well.
Yeah. How's that going to be complemented with this air suspension? That's here? Okay, so-
Well, I will say we've got a full airlift performance air suspension package here. And now a lot of Audi guys run air. It's pretty common for these vehicles to have air suspension. So I'm looking forward to seeing what it can do. And I know that the airlift performance struts are pretty capable. I don't feel like we're gonna get any negative effects from having it on air. Plus you get the positive effects of being able to slam the thing to the ground. It looks so cool when you park it. So we did go with the 3P system. This is not gonna be a height-based system this time around. We're typically putting height sensors and doing the full height-based configuration, but we're gonna use the 3P setup. This is the valve block and brains of the operation. Essentially, these are telling each corner what to do when you hit the buttons on the controller. This should be a pretty straightforward installation without the height sensors. We're literally just plug and play, giving it power ground, running the airlines, powering up the compressors, and we'll be sailing on an adjustable suspension.
Looks like we have a 5-gallon polished tank here, and these are gonna have to run much shorter duration, given that we have 2 compressors to the 5-gallon. So it's gonna be quick up and down, and during the refill, it's gonna be less duration of noise.
Yeah. I think single compressor setups are always a mistake just because if you have a compressor failure, you're kind of stuck in the water. If you have 2 compressors, you can rely on the one that's still functioning to get you out of a mess if you're in one. And also, like you mentioned, you're actually filling the tank just twice as fast. So when you are needing air supply, it's there on hand and you get less compressor running time, which is really nice. This is going to be a great complement for this car, especially paired with what we have coming up back there towards the back of the car. But before we get there, what do we have here?
This is our AWE exhaust. We use these on a lot of our European builds, and ooh, that is a nice finish. That's what you're gonna be able to see a lot of. Mickey's got his hands on some of it's like a chromium anodized black tip.
Yeah, so we got quad tips.
Yeah.
But this is cool. Like a lot of times we get carbon tips. Sometimes we just have, chrome or even just raw pipe. But this nice anodized finish black is gonna complement that front grille and also some of the carbon because it is not like a deep black. It's almost like a dark gray. This should be a really nice complement to that rear diffuser that's gonna poke out through, and there's 4 of them. So.
And it looks like we have a valve system as well. So the factory valves are gonna be still functional. This is a split pipe system all the way from the front to the back.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It has a merge in the center there to help with probably, I'm guessing, back pressure and also the sound. So this should be a really responsive system and it should sound great. And if it doesn't, we can always open up these valves. So that's nice that they include that. A lot of times when you do these systems, they don't keep these valves and you end up with just an open system all the time. So it's nice to have that factory adjustability on your aftermarket exhaust system.
Yeah. For the early morning leave to work.
Yeah, for your neighbor's sake. I also see we've got the 3P from Airlift, but we also have the P3 custom digital gauge.
Well, that's going to be fun to say what we're working on.
Yeah.
We're working on 3P or the P3. So this is a digital readout gauge. This plugs into your OBD2 and reads out things like air fuel mixture, boost pressure, some of the other information that you may not have on your infotainment. This is going to display that for you so you can keep an eye on all your innards of your motor and coolant and everything like that.
So is that a digital display that's basically housed in the old vent location?
Yeah, it is. So you still have your functional kind of air control and everything. You got 2 vents. It's still going to, HVAC wise, it's still going to provide you with the hot and cold air that you want, but you still have this display right here that's going to give you that information, and it looks like stock. It honestly looks like it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a factory dash component that they purchase and apply their screen to, their digital gauge to. That's one thing that I've always wanted. I had a BMW wagon years ago, an E91 wagon, and I'm not sure if it was P3 or maybe someone else, but they also made a similar gauge, and I was never able to get it for that car, so now I can enjoy it in this one. But yeah, it looks like a really nice complete product from P3. Well, we got the elephant in the room behind me here, so I'll take this one. We've got our Thule Vector box, and this is essentially a roof box that's going to be mounted via some other Thule components here. We've got their edge clamp system and a couple other variables that are going to be used to mount this thing on the roof of the car. Now these are really, really common in the Euro scene, also very common in the wagon scene, which is a little bit strange because wagons have a lot of room inside.
Yeah,
why do you need a box on the roof? But
yeah, I mean, we set this thing down. This thing is ultra light.
Yeah.
So like you think some of the overlanders where they just have this big tent, it's like it makes it top heavy. This thing was pretty much easily
lightweight.
like two or three fingers on the straps and you'd be able to pick this thing up. So
yeah, and what's cool is it's completely basically turnkey. You get all the components directly from Thule to mount this thing on your specific vehicle.
Yeah, we have no provisions for it right now. So
nothing.
We're, from the start, we're going to be able to add to it. So
basically, you know, we sourced all this stuff directly from Thule for the Vector unit, and I'm looking forward to seeing this on the car. It's not my aesthetic, honestly, but I will be frank, the black finish looks awesome, and we did a gloss black on the roof, which was really smart on you guys' part because this is all gonna tie together. I think it's gonna look really sharp.
Yeah, it's. I'd like to say it was on purpose, but I think that was a happy accident. We were just going to match the sunroof, but yeah, that is just gonna kind of sit right on top of that, look like it's part of the
gloss black grille, gloss black over the top, and then carbon down the back. I think it's gonna look really cool, and it's gonna provide additional places for a road trip if you want to store a bag, an overnight bag, a duffel. I think you could probably even fit snowboards in here. It's gonna look good on there, and I can't wait to put it on, but I think this might be the cherry on top, the last thing that actually gets done. So you guys are gonna have to subscribe to the channel if you wanna check that out. Make sure you don't miss the notifications for these videos. Moving on, we've got the always fun wheel and tire package, which arguably transforms the car the most out of anything we really do. And for this particular project, we picked rotiforms.
I'm seeing that new wheel style, and it's really going to open up and really show off those new rotors that we have going on this.
For sure.
So that is our Rotiform LTN. It is a monoblock forged. It is 20x9 plus 25 offset, and that's going to just have this very flush and aggressive stance compared to what we have going on right now.
Yeah.
So.
And so these are actually forged wheel. They're not flow formed, they're not flow forged, they're none of that. It's actually a forged wheel, which from a sports car standpoint is amazing because they're super durable and they're super lightweight, and they're gonna hold up to potholes, stuff like that around here, which is really great. And we're pairing them with our Falcon Tire RT660s of the Azenas line. Now these are not the exact tires that we're gonna be using because we're still waiting on those to come inbound, but these are ones we had sitting here. So we threw them in for you guys just so you get a visual as to what's gonna be going on this car. So not only are we gonna be able to stop, we're gonna look good because we got air suspension, we're gonna be able to go fast and actually get grip.
Corner really well,
Yeah, via our 660 Azenas tires. So we love those things, we put them on everything, and it's gonna be a really well-rounded project, I get the feeling.
And there's still more showing up. We still have some stuff showing up. There's some interior bits, a little bit more carbon fiber on the tangible side that, you know.
Oh man, more carbon fiber?
Oh, yeah. Bummer. I mean, it's already got a lot in there. We need to add more.
Yeah,
can
so
always add more.
We didn't mention in the intro, this is actually a Prestige model.
It is. Prestige.
So it has, you know, carbon dash, carbon hand grip areas on the door cards. And
quilt stitch seats.
It looks beautiful inside with the red leather. Yeah. So yeah, this is gonna be an exciting one. I think once we get flowing into these upgrades, it's gonna go pretty quick and it's gonna transform very fast. So if you guys are into this car, definitely subscribe to the channel because we're gonna be doing these mods really fast, and we're gonna be popping out lots of content, and it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
That's a lot of parts, and we've got a couple more inbound, right? So this is gonna be really exciting, and I can't wait to get started on it. Why don't you tell them how they can win this car?
Well, if you go to throtl.com, especially right now because it's 2 times entries, every dollar you spend towards your merch, car parts, maintenance parts, anything you see on our site is an entry to win ×2 until Tuesday. But before you do that, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff that helps us out and gets this S4 the attention that it deserves.
And they're also gonna win $20,000 cash on top of that.
Dude, this car and $20,000,
That's right.
That's just more parts you can buy, right?
That's right. You do what you want. Fix your house up, put more car parts on the Audi S4, whatever you want to do. It's up to you.
Cool. So we'll get going in the next episode, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then.